UNLV basketball
is back in a big way.
The UNLV women's basketball team is off to the program's best start in over 30 years. The Lady Rebels are 17-2 overall and a perfect 7-0 in league play. Hi, everybody. I'm Jesse Kurtz here in the Mountain West Network studio, where it's my pleasure to head to Las Vegas and bring in the head coach of the first place Lady Rebels and the reigning Mountain West Coach of the Year, Lindy. Rocque. Coach, I appreciate you making time for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, always.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about your team. Being the defending champion comes with some inherent challenges. There's no question about that. First and foremost, you're circled on everybody's calendar. So far, you've met that challenge, 7-0 in league play, and as we said, the best overall start in over 3 decades. What's behind your team's success?
I don't know if there's a total specific recipe to everything, but right now what we're just really focused on is just taking it one game at a time. And being kind of really narrow-minded in the best way of making each game on our schedule the very most important game, and then going out there and playing that way. So, we're just being really diligent and focused and concentrating on the task at hand, and we've been able to go out and get the job done.
You talk about taking advantage of an opportunity. Your team did exactly that. You're fresh off playing back-to-back nationally televised games in the span of 48 hours, a 16-point win over New Mexico on FS1 and a 12-point win over Boise State on CBS Sports Network. How valuable was that experience for your program to expose your brand and your team and have success on national television?
I think it's huge. I think it's obviously huge for our university, our program, and our team. Those games definitely felt different. There's a lot of cameras here, and it was a little bit of a whirlwind, and there was some extra, juice in the building, which was exciting to be a part of. But I'm really happy that we played well. I think, there were great games for the conference, too. I think just the exposure for our conference in general to have national TV games, to be honest, regardless of who's playing, to put a great product out there, I think it's all positive.
Coinciding with your big win over Boise State on Monday night was a pretty neat moment for Las Vegas basketball in general. The defending WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces were in attendance, including head coach Becky Hammond. How much does that support from them to you and you to them mean to Las Vegas and the basketball community?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, what a great organization. It was an awesome night. There was a lot of kind of fanfare and hoopla, with Coach Becky and Asia and Jackie and a lot of the Aces personnel in attendance. But they've been just such great supporters of our program, of our team. We had a special night for them that night, but they've been to other games. And I think that's huge for our players to play in front of those eyes of, especially our players that have aspirations to play at the professional level. To have this exposure in our city, it means a lot. And, again, a great organization that values us and knows that we can help them as much as they are helping us.
The Lady Rebels, once again this year, are led by the reigning Mountain West Player of the Year, desi-rai, who is second in the Mountain West in scoring, averaging 18 points a game, and leads the league in rebounding with 10.4 per game. She's the only player in the Mountain West right now averaging a double-double. Her production always speaks for itself. But what do we don't know about her that we don't see that makes her the player she is?
Man, well, I mean, it's a little bit of what you see is what you get with Desi. She is, she is just all passion and energy. She loves winning, and she does whatever it takes. She is the heartbeat kind of our team, and she's been so efficient. She's our anchor. We go to her. Everyone knows that, and she's still able to deliver. I kind of think about it all the time and say, I'm just glad I don't have to figure out a game plan to guard her.
Well, Alyssa durazo-frescas is once again a really good outside shooter for you. She's been on fire as of late, making 13 three-pointers over the last 3 games. Is getting her open looks a priority for your offense, or is that just coming organically?
It's probably more organically than anything. She does a great job of running her lane in transition. She's got some there. But then they just kind of happen when we feed our post, and Desi's been a great passer. when she's getting double teamed. We have some greater guards that have been attacking the basket that teams have to prepare for in essence and justice. So, you know, Alyssa is what I call a finisher. She's out there. She may not be always creating her own shot, but she sure dang finishes a lot of plays for us.
Well, we're in the middle of the grind of conference play right now. Your team has played 5 games in the last 12 days, and it doesn't get any easier. You now hit the road for a tough 2-game stretch at Wyoming on Thursday night and then at Colorado State on Saturday. Those 2 teams are tied for 2nd place, 2 games behind your 1st place Lady Rebels. What are some of the primary areas of focus for your team as you get set to tackle the Cowgirls and the Rams?
Well, I mean, just a heck of a road trip. We do have our hands full. Starting at Wyoming, just a team that's playing really, really well. I think they've won 5 in a row themselves, and so they're hot. They're at home. It's a tough place to play. And then we have to turn around and face Colorado State, who is McKenna Hochschild's been on a tear. And, you know, we've got to figure out a game plan for her because our first one didn't really work very well, although we were able to pull out the win. So, you know, our approach for the road trip isn't changing. It's taking it one game at a time. We're preparing like we always have. And we know that they're going to be tough, heavyweight, gritty battles. And, you know, again, it's going to be, I think, great for our conference. And, you know, we'll see how we do.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking time for us today. Travel safely to the Front Range, and congratulations on another great start in defense of your league title.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
You bet. That's Lindy Rocque, the head coach of the UNLV Lady Rebels, who, by the way, you can watch play the Wyoming Cowgirls on Thursday, January 19th, right here on the Mountain West Network. Tip-off from the Arena Auditorium is set for 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Should be a good one between the team that sits in 1st place and the 2nd place team in the Mountain West. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.